I've got a couple questions in the comments on my shorts and videos asking about what it's like to own a Z. And it's a solid question. The Z is a pretty popular car. I love it, and you definitely should too. Now today we're gonna dive into everything. The good, the bad, the positive, the negative about owning this car, and you can decide for yourself if it's worth it. Now my car is not in mint condition. It's probably the furthest from it, but it's a daily driver. It's not the prettiest car in the world, but it's mine. Eventually, I would love to mod it out, make it look gorgeous, give it a wide body kit, give it some turbos, give it a better exhaust system. But right now, I love it the way it is. I personally own a 2003 350Z. I believe it's the Touring Edition, so it's pretty high spec, but ladies and gentlemen, it ain't nothing special. And if I remember correctly, it came with about 279 horsepower. Of course, that was factory, 20 years ago, so it's probably got like 10 now. But it's truly a beautiful car. Let's get in it. And let's see if we can see the Z. There she is. I mean, again, it truly isn't anything special. I mean, it's got a carbon fiber hood. This came with the car. I didn't put it on there with the hood pins, which someone has to explain why those are weird to me. But, I mean, you can see. There's some few issues here and there. The bumper is all scratched up and yucky, and I don't know if you can see it on camera, hopefully not, but it's just not the best looking car. Let my brother drive the car once, and the hood flew up, broke both sides of the fenders. You can see there and over there. Shattered the windshield, a whole bunch of issues there. A lot of sun damage on my Z, you can see here. All the way down the side, all the way in the back. It's a camo, we call it a camo. The rims are good, they're just tucked in there. No spacers, I had them on there a while ago, but it made some issues, so I had to take them off. I mean, like I said, the car is not perfect whatsoever. But, a wrap, a new hood, a new bumper can all fix all those issues, right? It's not like the end of the world, end of the car, because it's a little yucky on the outside. Now we're gonna move on into the more annoying parts of the car. This car is beautiful. Mechanically, it runs amazingly. No oil leaks. It doesn't drink oil like most other Zs out there. And it does drive pretty well. I mean, the shifting is getting old. You can feel it getting old, and things are starting to wear out. After 20 years, I'm starting to wear out. I'm 19, not there yet. Can't imagine being 40. Gosh. Okay, so one of the most annoying things in the world is that this door went out. It only opens from the inside. The exterior handle doesn't work at all. Yeah, it's annoying. And if we go and shut the car up here, nice little cold start for you guys. Sounds great, right? Nice and loud. I mean, there's no check engine lights. Annoying things just on the daily. If I want to roll around that window, I gotta reach across the car, slam the door, and roll the window down as I'm slamming the door, and then the window rolls down. So it's not, it's a janky old Z. It is what it is. This car is sick. It actually has seat warmers, and they both work, I believe. I know mine does, and that's really, really helpful, especially in the winter. You get cold buns early morning before school or something. It's great to have those. Now my car does not have a stock exhaust system. It actually has no exhaust system. I wanted to have a loud car, so I went under there with a Sawzall and cut the pipe off. Not necessarily something that I would recommend to everyone, and it's not for everyone. And eventually, one day, I'd love to have a Tommy exhaust in this thing, let it sound like a trumpet. Another thing I don't like about my Z is it's an automatic. And man, the amount of comments I get on that, I'm not already pissed off about it. But when your car breaks down, you want a Z, you buy whatever you can. So at low RPMs, it is pretty drony. 2,000 RPMs, it kind of starts to break free of that, and hopefully it's not too bad on camera. Now a great thing about these cars that is not often talked about is the modability, or the capable mods that can go on these Zs. There are hundreds of thousands of different mods you can put in these cars. Wide body kits, wheels, right? You can change your hoods, you can change your bumpers, right? You can get new wings and new tails and new taillights and headlights, and you can do a lot of cool stuff in these cars and make it really individualistic and make it your car. Now another thing that's kind of going off on my Z is either the wheel bearings or the rotors or something in the wheel, because when I'm driving it makes it kind of like a wobbling rotational noise. It's not the wheels, they're on there tight. It's something further deeper in there, so that's gonna have to be changed or looked at or fixed. It's annoying, but I don't think it's life-threatening, so that should be okay. Now the model year that I got, the Z that I got, has some cool features. I think it's pretty high. I can't remember, I made a whole video about it, I already forgot. about the different features and different packages that were offered on this car when it first came out. I think Touring is one of the highest. Whatever mine is the one with the big sub behind the driver's seat, which was broken, but I fixed it with a new component for like $100, $150, and it sounds pretty good if I do say so myself. And it sounds pretty good. If I had to sum the Z up in 3 words, it would be fun, learning experience too, but you know what I'm saying, and lastly, unique. I love the Z. Under overpass. Sounds pretty good. So I bought my Z back in 2020 for about $2,300. It was listed for $27, got it down to $23, and that's a great price. For the amount of mileage I've put on this car and the amount of time I've had to work on this car, $2,300 is not bad whatsoever. Now I can't guarantee that every car is going to be the same. If you've ever worked on any car, drove in a car, you'd understand what I'm talking about. Now I have 216,000 miles on my car, which is a heck of a lot of miles for any car, and it's actually really surprising for a Z to have this many miles. Now this car has a lot of highway mileage, right? So the guy who owned this car before me drove them to work, 40 miles every day for 10, 15 years, and so of course the car is going to have a lot of mileage built up, but they're not hard driven miles. I mean, 15,000 of those miles are probably hard driven by me, and the others are just highway miles. They're just kind of showcase miles. So if you come across a Z that has 198,000 miles, something like that, go look at it. Check for oil leaks, check the engine, drive the car, see how it's shifting, see how it sounds, and use your best interest and use your best assessment on the car and just do your thing. If you're asking me, you should buy a Z. Now, it is not completely functional. You only have 2 seats. The storage in the back is enough for like some backpacks, right, some luggage, some camera gear, but nothing more. You can't put like an ice chest back there or anything that might be, I don't know, above this big, this tall, but it's a lot of space. Let me show you. So here you go. I mean, you can see back there, I got some junk back there right now, and it fits nicely, but ain't nothing special. If you want a car to be like the Z but have more functionability, go buy a sedan version of the G35. They're cool looking cars still, and you can still have the same engine, same sound, same noise, maybe the same driving experience, probably a little bit heavier, but you could, have a kid in the back. You could have your luggage in the back in a trunk. So don't give up if you can't fit all your stuff or your lifestyle into a Z. There's G35s, G37s that you can also go and look at that might pique your interest. So if I had to give the Z let's just say a perfectly good mint Z, a scale from 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7 or an 8. If I had to rate mine, I'd give it a 6 or a 7. Yeah, again, not completely functional, but it's fun, it's fast, it's quick, it's elegant and sporty. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching this video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you guys want to see more content and more stuff on the Z, let me know in the comment section below. Hopefully we can get some money from YouTube and dump it right back into the car, because that's the whole goal. I want a rocket bunny kit, I want a manual, I want a better exhaust, I want new wheels, I need new rims, I want the whole package, ladies and gentlemen. So thank you all for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. Go watch all the shorts, go watch all the videos, and I see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.